Hey guys, I'm really excited about this video because I'm going to be telling you 2 of my biggest blogging mistakes that I made when I first started blogging. So, stay tuned. When I first started blogging, I did not collect emails. I know, you probably heard this a lot of times where people are like, you have to collect emails. But for a year, I didn't collect emails for like after a year, or maybe a year and like 4 months. People kept telling me, you have to collect emails, you have to collect them, but I didn't really want to. I'm like, oh, why would people want to hear from me? And I didn't have anything free to offer them. But eventually I was like, okay, even if I don't have a product right now, maybe in the future I'm going to have a product and I'm going to need an audience to sell my product to. So I finally mustered up the courage to create an email list. And I know it can be scary creating an email list because you're like, who would want to hear from me? I don't want to bother these people. But these people, if they're signing up for your list, that means that they're asking to hear from you. They care about what you have to say. They care about your advice and your expertise and your skills. And so they're like, hey, help me, please. I want to read more about your stuff. What can you do for me? So I think it's important that if you don't have an email list, that's the absolute thing that you must have. Do not neglect this. Don't wait a year or 2 years after you start blogging to collect an email list. Not collecting an email list is like not signing up for your 401k at your job. It's just like, what? Why are you turning down free money? Why aren't you collecting emails? Another big mistake that I made when I first started blogging was that I didn't have a blogging plan. I didn't have a reason as to why I was blogging. I didn't really sit down and figure out, okay, what problems am I going to solve? I kind of just started writing random posts. And I didn't even know that I wanted to start monetizing my blog. Like, I didn't have a plan on how I was going to monetize. So for you, if you're just starting out, I think it's important that you realize, why are you actually blogging in the first place? Why did you want to start a website? What problems are you going to help solve? And if you plan to start your blog, do you want this to turn into a business? Because I think there's a difference between starting a blog and really starting a business. And you have to really be sure that you're putting your business hat on in the beginning if that's what you want. If you plan to monetize and you plan to make money from your blog, you have to sit down and plan that strategy in the beginning. Because I think it's going to help you. It's going to guide you in everything that you do if that's your ultimate goal, is to make money. And I didn't have that goal in the beginning. So that's why I want to tell you guys to really be sure that you figure out the reason as to why you are blogging. Because if you don't have a plan, what's going to happen is you're going to start blogging for a year or 2 years and maybe even 3 years. And you're going to feel like everything that you're doing is coming to waste because you're going to be reading stories about other bloggers who are making full-time incomes. And you're like, wait, is everything that I'm doing a waste because I don't have a way to make money from my brand? I mean, in the beginning, I was just doing it for fun, but now I feel like my time is being wasted because I'm not seeing the audience that I want. I'm not seeing the results that I want. I'm not making any money, and I'm just putting all this time and effort. I'm not spending enough time with my family, so what am I doing wrong? And what you're doing wrong is you probably didn't create a plan in the beginning. So now you're just feeling kind of scrambled and you don't know where to go because you didn't set that structure up in the beginning. So I think today that if you don't have a structure and you don't have a plan, you don't have it figured out as to why you started why you started blogging in the first place, you really have to go back to the beginning and start with why. Also, if you want to see more videos from me, because I provide inspiration on not only for your brand, not only for your life, but I also provide some inspiration for your money, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and tell all your friends and family. That's all I have for you guys today. Until next time, I'm Candice Marie, and as always, be wise, stay humble, and build.